Ranking the best running backs in Madden 25. And boys, we are back here with more content reveals, some more top 10 core leads. Now today we have running backs right here, halfbacks. We'll also have inside linebackers later in the video. I just titled this video running backs. And of course tomorrow tight ends and safety. But now let's get it started right here with running back. Now something that I think is going to be really important on running back, based on everything we've seen, whether it be gameplay, the gameplay blog, it seems very heavy emphasis on broken tackles. And I think a lot of it's going to do with weight and break tackle, but also other things that matter. Of course, the speed, acceleration. You want your running backs to be fast, obviously, right? I also think catching and like route running is a good way for running backs to separate themselves. And we get to start right here with Breece Hall. Very strange to me that they statted Breece Hall like this. 79 speed, 78 acceleration, 78 agility, 78 carrying. It's like, where's the 80 overall? We don't even have an 80 overall for like a rating that matters. So Breece Hall is going to go ahead and get it started with the avoid tier. Then after that, we get Jonathan Taylor as well. Jonathan Taylor has 80 speed, 81 acceleration, 57 catching with 80 carrying, 78 agility. This again, it seems kind of underwhelming to me, right? And I'm used to, you know, like 80 overalls. Maybe they're going the cut model, which if you haven't played college football Ultimate Team, for the most part, it's like they're an 80 overall. They won't have a core stat higher than an 80. I know it's not necessarily true with some of the other cards we cover, but it seems like Jonathan Taylor should have like 84 speed to start, you know, especially if Micah Parsons had, I think he had 84. Jonathan Taylor shouldn't have 80 speed. So Jonathan Taylor's also going to be someone in the avoid tier for me. And again, I don't want to make it sound like speed is the end all be all, but like you just don't want it to be that low. Like if we're talking 82 speed, 83 speed with some high break tackle, then you're talking. But after that, we get Joe Mixon, who has 78 speed, 78 acceleration, and does have 70 catching. So I want to say do it all running back, but it's like everything is do it all, but it's like mid. So this is a card in the future when he gets like an 88 and 89, then I think he'd actually be really, really nice. But for right now, Joe Mixon, 78 speed and just like 70s for everything, also going to be in the avoid tier. After that, we get 81 overall Aaron Jones, and again 77 speed, 80 acceleration, 81 agility, 80 carrying, 80 change direction, 78 break tackle, 70 truck. It's just 77 speed, you just don't really want that. I'm willing to bet almost anything. There are going to be some core golds that have better core stats than this core elite Aaron Jones, and also some of the other cards we already covered, like Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall. And after Aaron Jones, we also get Josh Jacobs. For some reason, I was about to say we get Aaron Jones again. I just saw the Packers going off a little bit, but Josh Jacobs right here, 80 speed, 81 acceleration. Now this is a card with 80 break tackle. I think out the bunch so far, he's going to play like the best that we've covered. Like it's not the worst thing in the world for running backs, you know, like I'm not saying he's this insane like must-have player either. I'm thinking Josh Jacobs maybe could be mid, but I'm also gonna put him in the avoid tier too. If he was just a little bit more physical stats, just a little bit, I'd put him in the mid tier. And after that, we get Travis Etienne, who has 80 speed, 81 acceleration, 79 carrying, 80 change direction, 81 break tackle. I was expecting this card to have a little bit more catching, which then most likely means he'll have a little bit more short route running. And Travis Etienne, I mean, very similar thoughts to him and Josh Jacobs. I could see both of them being in this mid tier. I could, like, out the 81s or the 80 and 81s, I think these two are the best. Maybe should be mid tier, but I'm also going to put him in the avoid tier as well. All right, and then after that, we get 82 overall Derrick Henry. 82 Derrick Henry has 82 speed, 77 acceleration, 75 agility, 81 carrying, 83 break tackle, 83 truck. My take is I think Derrick Henry will be the best running back in the game unless we get like a crazy promo card day one. Just again, kind of what I've been seeing from the gameplay, what I've seen from the gameplay deep dive, big body and break tackles. To me, it doesn't seem like these spins or jukes are insane. It seems like they still stun out defenders, but I think this is going to be a year where you want a big body that falls forward. And first person that came to mind, Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry for me is actually going to be the S tier player for running back. I think he is going to be a problem. And at an 82 overall, I'm expecting him not to be that expensive. He's going to be one of my main targets for like a budget team day one. I think he's going to be absolutely insane. And then after that, though, we get 82 overall Saquon Barkley with 82 speed, 82 acceleration, 84 agility, 79 carrying, 82 break tackle, 80 change of direction. Overall, really like Saquon Barkley, when he gets a card, he is extremely balanced when we're talking talking about physical stats, when we're talking about like break tackle, juke, spin, like he's always incredibly balanced. I think Saquon is always just, I don't want to say he's just like okay, but he's always like a good card, man. Like I'm going to put him in the good tier as well. And right after him, we get 83 overall Nick Chubb. This is a card with 81 speed, 81 acceleration, 74 agility, 82 carrying, 83 break tackle, 83 trucking. Again, the trucking break tackles there. He's kind of like, in my opinion, just way worse Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry's also faster. I get he has more excel. Derrick Henry's also like a big body. I'm gonna say Nick Chubb is just kind of like you know, kind of like just like an card. I'm gonna put him in the mid tier. And then finally, the last running back we have right here is Christian McCaffrey. So Christian McCaffrey gonna have 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 86 agility, which I think agility with a lot of the spins and jukes and stuff, definitely something to watch out for. But 82 carrying, 81 break tackle, 82 catching. So he's gonna be a crazy receiving back. Now, I think if we were basing this off last year, he would be the S tier player. Derrick Henry would go down into the good tier. But again, I'm thinking the big bodies are going to be better this year. And Christian McCaffrey is still going to be a really good card. Definitely a top end option at running back. Just me right now with what I've seen, how the game plays, I'm preferring Derrick Henry over him. All right, boys, now we're here with the inside linebackers. I know the title and thumbnail is just running backs, but did want to go over these cards. Got them today. So first one we got is Shaq Thompson, coming in at an 80 overall, 78 speed, 79 acceleration, has 70 zone coverage. And there is one important thing to note about linebackers, though. One of the big changes, I guess I would say, seems like they're going to animate without lurk artists. So linebackers animating without abilities, I'm all for that. Shouldn't need an ability to jump, but this is going to be a card that I'm going to say to avoid. We also get a super interesting card right here. We get Bobby Okereke, and he's 82 speed, 82 acceleration. I want you to keep that in mind with some of the other linebackers we're going to cover. And he has 79 zone coverage. So overall, actually, I think this is really good stats. And he's someone that I would say is a potential day one budget beast, especially at that linebacker position, where you're going to see doesn't look that great right now. This is going to be a good card for me. Now, right after him, we get Bobby Wagner, who has 79 speed and 52 zone coverage. I mean, look, I get maybe the play rec, whatever, but 52 zone coverage is absolutely crazy. Like, that's pretty damn disrespectful if you ask me. For me, Bobby Wagner gonna be in the avoid tier because of that. We also get Tremaine Edmonds. Now, Tremaine Edmonds, one of the big things about this card is being 6'5", so potential user maybe, but 80 speed, 71 zone. I just feel like his starter cards to start the year are always just kind of like in my opinion, right? So I'm gonna place Tremaine Edmonds in this mid tier. I'm not saying he's like a trash card by any means, but I don't think he's crazy. We also have Foyesay Oluokun, who has 82 speed, 81 acceleration, this time 78 zone coverage with 82 play rec. So a little bit better than Bobby Okereke because of that 80 play rec, but I think they'll play really similar. I'm going to place Foyesay Oluokun literally right by Bobby Okereke. And after that, we get Levante David right here, who has 80 speed, 81 acceleration, 78 zone coverage. I don't want to say similar thoughts to him and Tremaine Edmonds because Tremaine Edmonds is at least 6'5". I'm also going to put Levante David in this mid tier. Maybe I should put him in the avoid tier as well, but I mean, I'd rather use Tremaine Edmonds again because he's 6'5". And we also have CJ Mosley coming in at an 82 overall with 80 speed, 81 acceleration, this time 78 zone coverage, 79 play rec. So again, for me, pretty similar to Levante David. I'm going to place CJ Mosley literally right by him. And we also get Demario Davis at an 83 overall, this time 80 speed, 80 acceleration, 79 zone coverage, 83 play rec. So again, I feel like Levante David, CJ Mosley, and Demario Davis are all like right by each other. And again, I'd rather run Tremaine Edmonds over all of them. But now finally right here, we get into the 84s, which I think are extremely interesting because it's kind of weird, I guess I would say. I feel like they got done a little bit dirty from a stat standpoint. Let me explain. So Roquan Smith, 81 speed feels a little bit low for Roquan Smith, and the number one card, I feel like definitely you're gonna agree feels a little low for him, but 81 speed, 83 acceleration, does have 83 play rec, and he's the first card to hit that 80 tier for zone coverage, which if you don't know, zone coverage goes in tiers of 5. So like 75 is gonna play the same as 79, but once you hit that 80 tier, you get a little bit more reaction time. It starts to play a little bit more, right? So Roquan Smith, because of that, even though he's one speed point faster than Okereke and Oluokun, I think you can debate whether you would rather have the one speed point or you would rather have the 80 tier zone coverage. I think it's a good debate, and I don't think you're wrong either which way. Fred Warner only being 80 speed to me is crazy. Fred Warner's first card this year, I believe he was an 86 overall, right? And he was 83 speed. And for instance, Tyreek Hill was 86 speed. I feel like Fred Warner's speed is really low, but again, hits that 80 tier for zone coverage. I don't want to put him in the mid tier. He's kind of in like a mid plus range for me. I'll slightly put him good, but again, I think I'd rather have Roquan, Foyesay, Aluakon, and Bobby Okereke, but I'll slightly put him good. And yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the running back and inside linebacker positions that got revealed today in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Now, if you guys do enjoy these videos, want to stay updated with everything that's the best in Madden 25 Ultimate Team when it's coming out here soon, make sure to go ahead, leave a like and subscribe. We'll be dropping player rankings just like this, also gameplays, team builders. So if you guys do want to see that, again, leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys do want to go and see me get the gameplays live, stream using these cards live, I'm going to be streaming here on YouTube and Twitch every single day. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with the follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, here were my thoughts on the core elite linemen that got revealed.